Take 8.
Long story short, let me catch you up to speed with my life. My name is Bridgette. I'm 23 years old. I work, live with my best friends, and attend acting school in New York City. Last September, I started a new job along with a year-long acting conservatory, both of which were dreams come true.
Though I see.
Quickly, the intensity of it all picked up, and in the process of rising to the challenge, chaos ensued. Doubts about career, struggling at work, whatever, make it to my destination, and where am I even headed? But I couldn't ignore the fact that my life was quickly changing, and I was changing. Eventually, by the end of the year, I reached a point where I didn't feel like I was showing up for myself and the things that I cared about in the ways that I wanted to. So when the new year began, I decided to take 2 weeks off of work to focus on my acting school and kickstart some of my personal projects that I'd put off for months.
Let this fool rush in.
My healing journey began when I started to focus on myself and follow my heart. And this is where it all began.
Take 8. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread, and so I come to you, my love, my heart above my head.
It's Monday night. We are going into week 2 of the second semester of acting, so we had a month off for the holidays. And we're back, baby. Every night we have 2 classes from 6:45 to 10 p.m. Classes for this semester include speech, voice, movement, script analysis, moment, and performance technique. And a big personal project that I'm finally working on this week is putting together my portfolio and website, also editing some old YouTube videos. Everybody feels doubt. I look into people that I am inspired by and I'm like, okay, they feel it too. It doesn't mean that you're gonna fail. Just accept it and live with it and use it.
Yeah,
I've been taking acting classes for years, but I've never gone as in-depth and gotten the full training and experience of what you would need to do as a working actor, which is the stuff that we are kind of encroaching on in this semester, since the first semester was more foundational understandings of voice, movement, technique. These days I've been thinking a lot about what I really want to do in life. Things feel so far out of reach that at times they feel impossible. But then when I think back to it, I think about all the things that now are possible and are happening even, that in the past felt so impossible. Like a professional school at one point felt impossible to me because I didn't think that I'd be able to pay for it, and I didn't think that the people in my life would support it, and it just felt like there's Bridgette and then there's people who do that. But here I am now, and I truly remember feeling that way. But here I am now, and here I am today. Just because something feels out of reach or so far out of reach doesn't mean that It really is. You will get there. And by the time it happens, you'll realize that you are someone new who now considers these things a normal part of their life.
When I get back, I'm finding a job and an internship in the UN this summer's gonna be.
And you would be surprised, I think, by the amount of people that may seem like they know it all. But in their interviews and stuff, they also say, you know, even though I've done this for decades, even though I've won awards, sometimes I'll still come on set and I'll feel like I don't know what I'm doing. And I think that that's really reassuring, is that actually it's not just you that feels like you don't know what you're doing. Actually, a lot of us, I think, feel that way about acting, about our careers, about love. And what I find is that it's even hard to acknowledge what it is that you want, who you want to be, or what you want to define yourself as. You're so not alone in that. Pizza. Have been working on editing some old videos from my NYU days, my acting reel, and trying to keep up with acting school. So, so good. Oh, so good. I just have so much appreciation for our teacher. I always come into this class feeling really nervous, and usually it's because I don't really feel super prepared for a scene, and it definitely shakes my confidence a little bit. I think most people in the class feel that to a degree. You know, we're moving on a very fast timeline. But I love this teacher because no matter how nervous or afraid or down about myself I feel going into the class, always manage to boost my confidence and make me feel like I'm doing all right. It's 3:30 a.m. but I just finished editing. I just finished editing my last ever NYU vlog. Going to class, going to NYU. But yeah, it's 3:30 a.m. and I'm just watching the video through and then I'll head to bed. We are starting to do table reads for these semester-long rehearsal projects that we're getting cast in, and I'm really excited. I've never done classical theater before. Some groups are doing Shakespeare, I'm doing Chekhov. I finished my reel. It is 7:49 p.m. Oh my god. Opening the window. Headaches. Let's watch it through.
These days, but
lights don't move and the colors don't fade. Leaves you empty with nothing but dreams. In a world gone shallow, in a world gone deep.
Some really interesting stuff is going on at acting school. I'm so impressed, and I'm not even just saying this, I'm like so impressed by the growth of my peers, my classmates. It's amazing how far they've come, and I think sometimes it can be really easy for me to discredit my own process or fear that I am not keeping up. I actually stayed after class to talk to my teacher tonight, and I literally started crying. I was asking my teacher for advice because I felt really trapped in this kind of self-fulfilling loop of doubt. I was just explaining how recently I just feel like I've been retreating into myself a lot. I've basically been feeling a lot of self-doubt. It's been a real burden. And sometimes it can feel like I'm really fighting an uphill battle by investing into myself as an actor and as an artist. My classmates, they bring such energy and charisma with them into the room. And I'm having a really hard time finding that within myself, both in my personal life, regular life, and consequently in acting too. But my teacher gave me such good advice, and they told me that you can't deny parts of yourself. So if I'm up there in front of a group of people and I feel the introversion coming in and I feel like I'm retreating into myself, I can't deny that, you know, that's gonna come up and I'm gonna have to work with it, and I can't pretend to be like someone else, and I just have to work with it. They told me to use what really matters. And I have a lot to think about. I have a lot of pain about this subject, and I don't think I touch it because I'm so scared, you know? It's like it has this hold over me and I don't want to associate with it, but maybe I need to just reach my hand out and grab it and be one with it. It's Thursday night. I ordered some ramen. I'm gonna eat that. Also, I have so much work to do. I have to find a monologue. I need to work on my speech monologue. Send my teacher 3 characters. It's kind of like an impersonation project. Read The Seagull, memorize and analyze my Chekhov play, Uncle Vanya. I'm meeting with my scene partners on Saturday, and we're doing our table read on Monday.